Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Local small businesses are here to help you with your holiday shopping. A look at the handmade gifts in the Rockford region. A popular state line spot welcomes Santa into town. Organizers say the outdoor event is a way to turn off the technology and enjoy nature. And time is winding down to send out those holiday gifts and cards. The shipping deadlines make sure they get to their recipient on time. Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us tonight. Today is another chance to buy holiday gifts and support local businesses at Rockford's annual homemade market. Drea Baroni was there to check out what the vendors are showcasing this year.
Jewelry, art, clothing, and so much more. You can get it all at Rockford's annual handmade market.
It is our biggest one yet. Right when the doors opened, it was just big crowd.
Tons of people piled in to check out the 60 vendors at Prairie Street Brewing today. Megan Davis, an organizer of the event, says she's thrilled at the turnout as it's a crucial time to promote small businesses in the area.
Holiday season, this is the big shopping time of the year. So I know a lot of businesses are having problems, competing with the big names out there, trying to get their name out there. So we do have the opportunity for people to just be here, promote themselves, get the word out.
One vendor I talked with says the handmade market gives exposure to not only her business, but also creates a sense of community among all the vendors.
We become family. As a vendor, we all become family. We get to see and meet not just vendors, but everyone in the community and outside of our community that enjoys our items or our handmade jewelry or our homemade chamoy, whatever it is that is here, everyone gets to enjoy it.
Davis says they hope to continue the event for years to come.
I love seeing all these shoppers, giving us a chance to help them out by, getting their name out there. And I think as long as we just keep having successful years, then we can keep growing and growing. Like I said, this is the biggest year that we've had so far, so next year could be bigger.
Aside from buying from vendors, market goers can try out some Prairie Street Brewing beverages, grab a bite to eat, and take a photo with Santa. Reporting for your home team, I'm Drea Baroni.
Some families spent time outdoors to get into the Christmas spirit. Hoo Haven held its annual Christmas walk. Santa and his elves were there, also joined by the Grinch. Families could grab a warm drink from the free hot cocoa bar and head out on self-guided tours of hawks, owls, and bald eagles. There were also crafts and story times.
Come, give yourself a break. Get away from your phone, the house, take an hour, and just come and enjoy yourself in the spirit of Christmas. Come, enjoy, don't have to do anything, and just be out here for an hour, 2 hours, whatever you want, and then you go home kind of refreshed.
The Christmas Walk has become an annual event at Hoo Haven. The United States Postal Service's holiday shipping deadlines are quickly approaching. If you're sending presents and holiday cards by USPS Ground Advantage or First Class Mail, they need to go out on December 16th. The deadline for Priority Mail is December 18th, and for Priority Mail Express, it's December 20th. FedEx and UPS also have holiday deadlines starting on December 19th. Governor J.B. Pritzker has signed legislation lifting the state's moratorium on developing nuclear reactors. The state has not had a new facility in 35 years. The governor vetoed another version of this bill last summer, concerned it could open the door to large-scale plants. The new version allows production of smaller nuclear reactors, producing less than 300 megawatts of power. Its sponsors say it will help Illinois' renewable energy efforts. The bill takes effect in 2026. A new bill introduced this week in Springfield seeks to establish a collegiate student-athletes Bill of Rights. State Representative Cam Buckner of Chicago introduced the measure to help protect student-athletes from exploitation, abuse, and reckless hazing rituals. Among other things, the legislation guarantees whistleblower protections and creates a trust fund for sports-related post-graduation health care for all student-athletes. It also creates a commission to monitor all college sports-related issues. A push in Springfield to improve public transportation in Chicago. The proposal is aimed at better connecting transit systems in the Chicago area while also making them more accessible. The measure would give more power to the 4 local transit authority boards. In all, the proposal would give up to $1.5 billion in new transit funding. This will be part of the upcoming legislative session, which begins in January. The Illinois Legislative Black Caucus honored Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. yesterday. Jackson was given the Defender of the Legacy Award as part of the annual Illinois Black Caucus Foundation Summit. The award is a recognition of Jackson's lifetime commitment to people of color, the poor, and less fortunate throughout the world. 52 endangered sea turtles from Massachusetts are taking a bit of a vacation to Florida this winter. The New England Aquarium flew the turtles to the Sunshine State to rehabilitate after experiencing a condition called cold stun. This happens when the water they're in is so cold that their circulatory systems slow down and the turtles are unable to swim or function properly. For now, they're recuperating at 4 separate marine facilities and will eventually go back to their natural habitat. Republicans on Capitol Hill may have a hard time gathering votes. Coming up, the ongoing struggles for the GOP as its majority in the House is dwindling at an alarming rate.
Little movement in our temperatures this afternoon thanks to the cloud cover. Numbers have stayed below average today, but we see the numbers climb later in the week. Find out how warm it could get and if it'll stay that way. Coming up here on the First Warn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Taylor Castro, Reagan Holgate, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
At least 6 people, including a child, were killed in severe storms that swept through Kentucky and Tennessee yesterday. At least 24 other people went to hospitals with injuries. There is significant damage to homes and businesses throughout several cities, and power was knocked out to at least 150,000 customers. Officials are working to determine how many tornadoes hit. Early reports suggest it was more than a dozen. Wait times for abortions have increased since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade last year. Patients are having a harder time finding a clinic that will see them. Some are placed on long wait lists, and others have to travel hundreds of miles for care. Doctors and researchers say the delays can lead to riskier, more complex, and costly abortions. A research group that supports abortion rights says at least 66 clinics in 15 states stopped providing abortions in the 100 days after Roe was overturned. The recent resignation announcement by former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy means the GOP's narrow majority is getting smaller. McCarthy's decision to leave Congress at the end of the year comes on top of other retirements and resignations. Chad Pergram has more.
The GOP majority shrivels to just 3 seats, augmented by the recent expulsion of former Republican New York Congressman George Santos.
I still can't believe that we had a vote to expel one of our own members when we knew things like this was coming. I think this is poor planning.
The GOP already struggled to approve many of its legislative priorities with a svelte majority. Things grow worse when Kevin McCarthy's gone in January.
If you're having 3 votes, you're losing your majority by a third at that stage.
We need 218 Republicans. That's what we always whip for. That's what we always get.
It's about the math. The arithmetic wasn't lost on British Foreign Minister David Cameron, who met with House Speaker Mike Johnson. Cameron faced a similar problem when he became Prime Minister.
Lots of very tricky issues to deal with. Yes, there are. We're navigating them as best we can at the moment. We have a 3-vote majority now. And just got some announcements today that it's even smaller than that.
When I first came, I didn't have a majority at all. I had to have a coalition.
But bipartisan coalitions are nearly impossible these days in Congress.
The Republican extremism is out of control. Extreme MAGA Republicans have shown zero interest in solving problems on behalf of everyday Americans.
House Financial Services Committee Chairman Patrick McHenry retires at the end of his term.
You have meaningful policy making, and then you have the utter depths of stupidity.
There's worry about a congressional brain drain.
Very concerning trajectory for the House, in my mind.
The GOP majority shrinks next year when Bill Johnson of Ohio steps aside, but it's offset by the resignation of New York Democrat Brian Higgins.
That was Chad Pergram reporting. Highs were stuck in the 30s today under lots of cloud cover. Candace tells us when we could see some more sun and previews the week ahead, coming up next.
Now, Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
A cold front that came through yesterday and brought us some heavier rainfall Friday night, early Saturday. Also brought with it some colder temperatures. You notice the numbers dropping as it got a little colder yesterday afternoon, and that chill stayed with us today, all thanks to the cloud cover too. We stayed in the low to mid 30s this afternoon. 33 our high in Rockford, Freeport 32, same thing in Rochelle and DeKalb, Sterling, same thing in Monroe, and 34 degrees this afternoon in Janesville. Our numbers really haven't moved much from where they were just a few hours ago, and we've had the cloud cover overhead. We take a live look over downtown Rockford on our SkyTrack camera here, brought to us by Supply Corps. We've got the low clouds in place. A little clearing tried to take place across northwest Illinois as some drier air came through, but now that we've got through sunset, we are likely going to see these clouds kind of locked in place as we've got a little inversion that'll set up here in the atmosphere. So unfortunately, that doesn't promote much clearing. Now, the saving grace with that is it'll keep our temperatures most likely from bottoming out, but if we do see our numbers clear out, then tomorrow morning could be quite cold. In fact, our temperatures could sit on either side of 20 degrees, but I think the clouds are going to stay in place. 30 our number right now in Rockford, 29 in Freeport, same thing in Rochelle, 28 in Sterling, and 29 degrees currently in Monroe. Our weather watcher Terry down in Genoa, 31 degrees this past hour. Dew point sits at 26. Had a little light mist earlier today and a westerly wind at about 9 miles per hour. Our winds will stay light here as we go through the overnight tonight. Notice we keep some of that cloud cover around as we go throughout the morning tomorrow. Drier air continues to move in, so I think we'll start to see things kind of clear out, but our conditions stay pretty dry. Really, the chance for rain or snow for that matter going to stay few and far between. While we do see a little dip in our temperatures the next couple of days, warm front passing through later in the week will bring our numbers back up above average. And if you've been looking for any winter type weather and maybe the hope for some snow to come in as we look through the next couple of weeks, doesn't look like we're going to see much of it. In fact, much of the country at a higher probability for above average temperatures. Now, this will take us through the week of the 16th through the 20th. Notice the warmth really overspreading as we've got a ridge of high pressure that'll settle in. And even as we look closer to Christmas, this takes us up through Christmas Eve. Again, higher probability for above average temperatures. So what does this mean for precipitation? Well, it doesn't mean anything good. Higher probability for below average precipitation, not only going into next week, but also the week beyond. We may start to see that pattern break down just a little bit once we get towards the end of December and beginning of January. But I think overall, our temperatures are going to stay above average. Now, keep in mind, our average highs drop as we go throughout the month. So it may not be 50s or 60 degree warmth, but nothing really cool to really kind of get us any winter storms. And the reason for that, we have to look all the way out here to the west. We've got a really strong Pacific jet stream that'll continue to be our driving force over the next couple of weeks. So what does that mean? That cold air up to the north stays locked in place. We do not see these cold air intrusions with these Arctic fronts. More of the fronts that come through are of Pacific origin. So that means our temperatures, while they may drop a little, we don't get that cold air or those big storm systems to come through. So 25 degrees for tonight. I think our temperatures will stay pretty steady here as we run through the overnight tonight. We stay in the 30s tomorrow. Same thing for Tuesday, Wednesday, but notice we climb into the 40s here. By the time we get to the middle to end of the week, just a small chance maybe for a passing shower with a cold front late Friday into Saturday. But again, any precipitation chances coming up here, Taylor, look to be few and far between.
Thanks, Candace. Scott's in next with sports. The Bears continue to look like one of the most improved teams in the NFL this second half of the season. We'll get their reaction to a big win over the Lions today.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
On October 15th, the Bears were a complete mess. They were 1-5. Their defensive coordinator was fired under strange circumstances. Justin Fields was questioning how the coaches were using him. The whole thing looked like it needed to be blown up. But look at the Bears now. They look like a team with a promising future. Ask the Detroit Lions. The Bears were slick on their opening drive against Detroit today. DJ Moore lining up behind center took the direct snap. Off he went 16 yards for his first rushing touchdown of his career. Bears led 7-0. The Bears fell behind in the second quarter. That's when Jared Goff completed a touchdown pass to Josh Reynolds. It was 13-10 Lions. Third quarter now, the Bears facing 4th down and 13. They went for it, went for all of it. Fields to DJ Moore, a 38-yard touchdown. The Bears led 19-13. No late game collapse this time. Fields in the fourth quarter takes off running. That's an 11-yard touchdown. He became only the second Bears QB to rush for 2,000 yards in a career. The Bears defense chipped in with 3 more takeaways and 4 sacks, and the Bears defeated the Lions 28-13. They're now a somewhat respectable 5-8.
Obviously, the big momentum shift, that we talk about was obviously the 3rd and 13 going to 4th and 13, and us going out there and they jumped off sides and us hitting that shot to DJ. That was a big momentum shifter there.
As a team, that they're going to be ups and downs during the game, and we try to just stay even-keeled throughout the whole time. So I think the guys did that. I think personally we did leave a lot on the field. I think we could have been better in some areas, but at the end of the day, we got the dub, and that's all that matters.
Next week, the Bears get the Browns in Cleveland. They hosted the Jaguars today. The Bears facing a rejuvenated Joe Flacco. He's 38 years old now and not looking bad. He had David Njoku there for a 34-yard touchdown. Flacco came right back to Njoku later for a 30-yard touchdown pass. Flacco passed for 311 yards. The Browns have transformed from a running team to a passing team with Flacco. The Browns won at 31-27. They are now 8-5. Now, the Packers will take the field tomorrow night against the Giants. That's 1 of 2 Monday Night Football games. This one can be seen on WTVO starting at 7 o'clock. The Tennessee Titans have been hit with some bad news. Former tight end Frank Wycheck has died after falling in his home and hitting his head this weekend. Wycheck is a member of the Titans Ring of Honor. He's 3rd in franchise history in receptions. He was 52 years old. This was an uplifting moment today for a lot of people. That's Bronny James, the oldest son of LeBron James. Bronny got a standing ovation when he entered USC's game against Long Beach State. It's his first college game. He'd suffered cardiac arrest this past summer during practice. James has scored 4 points. That game is now headed to overtime. And Caitlin Clark's an Iowa Hawkeye. Her next team could be the Indiana Fever. The Fever won the WNBA's draft lottery this afternoon. Clark is likely to be the number 1 pick. That's if she decides to pass up on her final year of college eligibility. She still has the extra COVID season to use if she wants to. Clark is averaging almost 30 points per game this season, and she is on pace to become the all-time scorer in women's Division I history. That's sports. We'll be right back.